As a young adult, your first substantial decision is choosing a college. It can be a daunting task that takes time and self-reflection. Discovering your ideal college includes numerous elements and factors, making the final selection challenging. In order to give a broader perspective of college life, students of each class discuss why they chose Baldwin-Wallace University.
I'm Sarah Price.
I am Sarah DeGirolamo.
My name is Christina Collins.
My name is Emma Hubbard.
And I'm a senior.
I'm a junior.
I am a sophomore.
I'm a freshman.
And I'm a theater, acting, and directing major with a dance minor.
A public relations major with a music and arts management minor.
And I am an education and sociology major.
And my major is business administration with minors in sustainability and marketing.
I was looking for relatability between like student to teacher ratio, so definitely a small atmosphere. The program that I was going into, I wanted it to have the necessary like resources to help me prepare for my future, and just a real sense of community within the entire student body.
So I was definitely looking for like a conservatory because I was a music major. I wasn't really sure if I wanted like a large or a small school feel. I did apply to like NYU and Kent State, but then all of my other schools were more like Oberlin and then Capital University, Baldwin-Wallace. So it was kind of like an interesting dynamic between the two. And then finally, I was just kind of looking for that home feel. I really wanted somewhere where like I felt like I would belong. I didn't really belong to a lot of like what I felt were like communities in high school. So just somewhere where I felt like I could fit in was really like the top thing I was looking for.
I wanted it to be about 4+ hours away from home to force myself to be independent instead of being able to go home every weekend. Also, good programs. I really looked to see if the schools I was looking at had very strong sociology education programs, because that's what I have gone into. And then I also was looking for a smaller school. I didn't want to be in a school with more than about 5,000 students or so, because I didn't want to be a number. I wanted to be a person.
So I was looking for the best value, what was the least expensive, but also with the best education. And BW met both of those. And the second one was size. I wanted something not too big, not too small. I wanted to be a name and not a number. And the third thing was the community, in which I definitely found here at BW.
Really difficult because within my realm and my programs that I'm in, you have to get accepted to the school academically and then get accepted artistically. And so it was very difficult kind of playing that game of like, you know, getting your acceptance letter first and then getting your rejection letter, being like, but we still want you to come to our school, and you're like, but I don't want to go because I didn't get accepted. But it was difficult, and it definitely took up a lot of my senior year, but it was worth it. It
was actually very difficult. I got into my dream school, which was NYU, and immediately after reading my acceptance letter, I was heartbroken because it was $73,000 a year, and I got $6,000 in financial aid. So obviously I'm not going to go there. So that was very hard for me to let go of. And then I was really stuck between Capital and BW. And Capital had given me more financial aid, but their music program was not as strong. It was located in like a very, like half of campus was in a very safe neighborhood and the other half was like in the hood. So it was like BW's like very safe, but like less money. And then I ended up going in and being like, give me more money, and it worked out, so.
I did visit BW twice. The first time I was just excited, you know, visiting schools, but I was also really tired. It was a long road trip. But then the second time I did an overnight stay, and I really liked it. Like when I was walking around the campus and talking to people, I just felt like this is my home. This is where I need to be.
It felt like a dream because it was snowing when I visited, so it was kind of was like in its like winter wonderland phase, and I had never seen snow before, so I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, I have to go here, it snows. And but it was really beautiful, and just the campus itself was very charming. And then I had an amazing tour guide, and he just really answered all of my questions so well, and I got the sense of community, like even on my visit.
Actual visit, I was with my parents, so I was kind of like hesitant to be like, ooh, BW. But then when I came here on my overnight, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I could really see myself going here. I got completely lost on campus because the next morning, my girl was like, I have an 8 a.m., so, like, text me if you need me, but, like, I'll be gone by the time you wake up. So I'm, like, wandering around campus, but I felt, like, so, like, I'll just figure out where I'm going the whole time. I was just like, I'll figure it out. It'll be fine, so.
Was one, how kind everyone is. It was really surprising how nice people are. Usually, like, in colleges, people aren't this nice. And then also, I was looking to possibly be in a smaller college town, but it wasn't like a requirement for my school. And then BW just happened to be a college town, so that definitely was really nice.
The community feel, like, you just feel at home when you're on this campus. Like, I could go up to anyone and feel comfortable saying hi, even if I don't know them.
So my best friend's dad actually was the one that like made us both apply here. My best friend doesn't go here from high school. She doesn't go here, but he like researched it. He was like, this is a really cool school. Like, it's small. Like, blah 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 blah. He was like, Cleveland. Like, it's not that hard to get to, and it really caught my attention when I did more research on like the size of it, and definitely the accessibility for me being an out-of-state student. And they offer really nice scholarships for out-of-state students. So that was really nice. I don't know.
100%. I am so happy here. Even though it's weird not being home and I'm not even in my own state, like, I love it here. Everyone is just so nice. The professors are great, from what I've seen so far. But they are so willing to help me, and everything is exactly what I wanted it to be, and it's the college experience that I've always dreamed about, especially as weird as it sounds.
The food. I wish there were more options as far as like health and people that have certain dietary restrictions. So because there are some, but there's only like a couple, so they're eating like gluten-free pasta for every single meal, and that's not cool.
Would probably be in the education program, that I wasn't made aware that it would take me 5 years to graduate versus 4, even though they really emphasized the 4-year guarantee, but education students weren't included. So that was really annoying.
To say the people. I don't know how they choose the people in the application process coming into college, but they pick the right people, because everyone I've met is just like I want to be your friend, like, I care about you, and if you're having a bad day, they're there for you. And it doesn't matter if I'm in a sorority or in a club or I'm on a tennis team, like, it doesn't matter. They're all right there, just like ready to be there, and that's what I've seen through everyone's life.
I definitely have to say the relationship with students and their advisors, because I feel like because the advisors don't have as many students to watch over, I know like I'm really close with my advisor, and I think just the relationship that students build with their teachers here is amazing. And I know like one of the professors that just retired last year was like my grandfather, basically. Like, I went to him for everything, and he was such a good mentor to me, and my advisor is the same as well.
All my friends, because school would not be the same without them.
I would say BW met my expectations, that that everything held true with everyone was very kind, that all the professors care about you and know you like as a person, and I definitely felt that I was getting the rigorous practice that I needed to go into education to be competitive.
Yeah, I think so. I was really nervous about my transitioning for being far away from home, because I know I'm a person who, when I'm forced to be away from my family, that sounds weird. When I'm given the opportunity to be away from my family, I grow as a person, because I don't feel kind of like held down by like their status and their like wants of me and needs. And so I was really worried about the transition, because I was excited to grow as a person, but I was like, I can't grow up by myself. Like, I can't. And it definitely exceeded my expectations on finding my people to help me kind of grow and help finding my community again.
I would say the fact that I was not homesick. Because I really thought I was gonna, like, before I came to school, I was like devastated. Like, the night before I moved in, I was sobbing. I'm like, I do not want to go to school. And then like I went to the honors retreat and I came back, I was perfectly fine. I was like, this is great. I'm living life. I love college.
the number of opportunities that you have on campus to be able to, like, you're not stuck in your department. If you're in education, you're not stuck there. You can take classes in any other department and really explore your interests through clubs or minors.
I think that goes back to the teachers, because a lot of the teachers that we have on campus in whatever department you are still actively working in their fields or industry and actively researching, and I think that's really important because they're able to identify, they're so in tune with the industries that they're able to identify like future trends or even current trends for graduating people, seniors, master's program, whatever. And that's something that I've really like grasped onto, is like taking a hold of their like knowledge and going, you know, what would you have done if you had known all of this? And they're so good at answering those questions. It's like their favorite question to answer, no matter who you go to. They're like, oh, I can tell you everything I should have done. But yeah, that's probably I think I'm prepared. I feel prepared. I hope I am.
I was surprised by this because I thought I was just gonna get like an undergrad. It was gonna be fine. Like I was just gonna float on through. But I already have like my resume done. I have a cover letter. Like I feel like I'm making a lot of progression that a lot of my other friends that go to different schools haven't yet. And so for that, I feel really good. And the connections that I've made on campus have been really good in helping me like find where I need to be. Like I've taken some planned tests for like, is this your major? Is this not your major? And I've talked with career services about it. And so they've been willing to help me. And I think my FYE really helped me with like giving me the resources to find those people. But overall, like I feel that I'm in a good spot for where I should be as a freshman first year. So I'm excited to see where things go. I hope that it only gets better and I feel ready for the working world after this. But I already have an internship. Like it's great. I love it.
Since I'm graduating in May, I'll miss the people, of course, but I'll miss the like atmosphere of the campus. I don't know. I love walking around. I've started something new this year. I used to always like be in my head like thinking about stuff when I was walking to classes and like playing music, but I've started just kind of like walking without headphones more often and kind of looking at the campus. And just these buildings are so gorgeous, and I live in Lang, and I love looking at Lang whenever I'm walking up to it. I'm like, oh, I live in a castle, and the buildings are so charming. And yes, they're old and like some are outdated, but the outsides are absolutely gorgeous. And I think because I most likely will end up in a big city, I'm gonna not have this, and I'm gonna miss like being able to like see like leaves fall and change colors with like old like Tudor style dorm houses around me. And